Alabama's got a new basketball coach, and it's Avery Johnson. Won a championship with the Spurs, a former Mavericks Nets coach as well. He joins us now. Avery, congrats. How are you?
Dan, I'm great. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay. You contact Alabama. Did Alabama contact you?
They contacted me. I know they were obviously in the coaching search. I was very well aware of what was going on. But Coach Battle called and just asked would I have interest in the job, and I said sure, but only if I'm going to be a serious candidate, because I was in the midst of either re-upping, with my media situation, or I was going to entertain an NBA head coaching position. So he said they were really serious. They wanted to come out and meet with me. We met and for about 5 hours, and there was a verbal understanding after that meeting that I was going to be the next coach of the University of Alabama Crimson Tide once they negotiated the contract with my agent.
Give me the positive of being at a football school. We keep hearing about the negative of being a basketball, the basketball program at a football school. How does it help you?
Well, first of all, it helps, Dan, because, I think great leaders love to be around other leaders and help them improve in their situation. So I have an opportunity to be with a transcendent coach, and coach that has had a lot of success in his craft with Coach Saban. And he's salivating for a terrific first-class basketball program that he thinks, if he combines it with his program, could be a win-win for the university. So I think partnering with Coach Saban, somebody asked me in the press conference, how does it feel to be in the shadow of Coach Saban? I say, well, I don't know how that feels, but, I have my own career, and I've had a lot of success in the professional ranks, and with my personality, I don't think it's so much about being in the shadow, but walking alongside of him, being in a partnership. A lot of kids that we get on campus love to, attend Alabama football games. And so I think there are ways that we can leverage this situation where it could be a win-win for everybody. And I think having a great football program can actually be an asset.
Can I take a couple of phone calls? People want to ask you questions?
Go ahead, man.
All right. Let me see. I got Dave in Texas. Dave, your question for Avery Johnson.
Yeah, I got a question for Avery Johnson. Avery, I know you had some success at the pro level, but, college, I don't know, man. How do you think that's going to fit for you?
You know what, David? That voice sounds familiar. that sounds familiar. That voice sounds very familiar.
I did play with you a little bit in San Antonio.
You know what? But I'm glad you didn't try to imitate my voice, because
David, full introduction here. The Hall of Famer David Robinson joining us. Dave, can you do?
My wife Valerie told me to stop trying to imitate Avery's voice, David, because I don't do it very well.
Wait a minute. Let me hear it, David. Let me hear your Avery. This we'll put it to bed. We'll retire it right after this. Your imitation of Avery Johnson.
Last time.
Okay.
Don't tell Valerie I'm doing this.
Okay.
Okay. I'll shoot the ball.
No, but Dave, I'm really excited. As you get older, you want different challenges in your life, and I love to teach the game of basketball, and having an opportunity to help these young men and build their character and hopefully be an example of a good role model in terms of a father and a husband, and help them achieve their dreams and goals. And if you got some that can make it to the NBA, great. But to help these young men graduate and mature and develop to become productive men in our society, and hopefully for them give back to the University of Alabama, then it's my mission accomplished.
Well, for me, I just want to say congratulations, man. It's outstanding. Alabama is getting it's not just a fine coach, but a fine man. And I know you're just going to do an incredible job. But I'm kind of curious: is your son going to come play for you?
That's a $1 million question, man.
I know my son would not want to play for me. I know that.
Well, right now, the plan is for him to, just stay at A&M, but you never know if that's going to change in the future. But I'm just focused on recruiting. I'm getting back on the recruiting trail today to go to Dallas and watch some outstanding young men along with some guys in Virginia and also in my old stomping ground, New Orleans. So I'm just really excited to get out.
Hey, Avery, how would you close somebody like David Robinson if you go to visit him?
Well, with David, I would say, David, obviously I've spent a lot of time in the NBA. I have a great relationship with all of the NBA general managers and presidents. I know what it takes to make it to the NBA. You are, David, you are a one-and-done player. If you want to go to the Naval Academy and spend 4 years there, that's going to be a waste of time. You are a one-and-done, maybe two-and-done.
Wow.
Where do I sign?
Wow.
Where do I sign?
So sign up right now.
David, do you think Avery's going to be a little Coach Popovich?
Well, I hope so. That's not a bad thing, that's for sure. I think, Avery's been around a lot and has learned from a lot of different folks, but certainly the time in San Antonio was priceless. The thing I love about Popovich is that he learned from the time he got there. I remember the first year, he was trying to figure out how to manage some of the personalities and what he should do, but he was a tireless worker, and he just got better and better and better, and certainly, built the chemistry, built a locker room, and built a culture that could promote, 20 years of ridiculous success for the Spurs.
I was at Vinny Del Negro's house when you guys got Tim Duncan. And Vinny played for me. Avery called you, Dave, I think, and he said, 5-0, 5-0, we got Timmy, 5-0. So Vinny Del Negro's playing that for me, and I thought it was so funny when he's leaving that on your message machine. 5-0, 5-0.
You're doing pretty good, Avery. I like that.
Hey, David, thank you for calling in. Avery, we'll be checking in with you, and good luck with everything there. Roll Tide.
Okay, thanks,
that's
Dave.
the first time I've said that, Avery, and I'll be saying that for you now.
Thank you, guys.
Roll Tide. Thanks.
That's Avery Johnson and the great David Robinson. That was nice. Nice little surprise there with Fritzy calling David Robinson.